उन्हें भी फंसाया गया। ये सारी कार्रवाई राजनीति से प्रेरित है।
मुंबई के पूर्व पुलिस कमिश्नर परमवीर सिंह को कहा है, अगर कोई व्यक्ति देश से भाग जाता है तो अपने आप नहीं भागता है, तो उसके लिए जरूर केंद्रीय सरकार की उनको मदद मिले।
देश के कई कोनों में जो बीजेपी के विरोध में जो संगठन है, उस संगठन के लोगों के ऊपर, राज्य के लोगों के ऊपर जो कार्रवाई देशपूर्ण की जा रही है, उसी प्रकार की ये कार्रवाई अनिल देशमुख के ऊपर की गई है।
अब महाराष्ट्र के मंत्रिमंडल में और भी बड़ी लिस्ट है कि जो अब इसी दिशा में जाने वाले हैं।
पूर्व गृह मंत्री के आका कौन, इनके हिस्सेदार कौन है, साझेदार कौन है, कौन से नेता है, कौन से दल है, वे जब तक जेल के सलाखों के पीछे नहीं जाते तब तक ये लड़ाई जारी रहेगी।
Hello everyone, you're watching News Epicenter with me, Maria Shakil. The Vasuli Gate storm has stung the Agadi government in Maharashtra and given fresh ammunition to the BJP to launch the anti-corruption offensive. Former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate late last night after being grilled for over 12 hours and has been remanded to the Enforcement Directorate custody till the 6th of November. He was forced to resign in disgrace after the letter bomb dropped by former Mumbai Police Chief Parambir Singh, accusing him of extorting 100 crore per month from commercial establishments in Mumbai using disgraced cop Sachin Waze as a Vasuli agent. After skipping summons 5 times, his arrest has jolted the Maharashtra government, which in a united voice has accused the centre of vendetta politics. But the ED has presented the court an extensive case against Anil Deshmukh. As per the ED, multiple firms were run by Deshmukh's family and aides to launder the money he got from these commercial establishments. In fact, his family allegedly used these funds and Deshmukh's influence as Home Minister to buy highly valuable companies and properties, including a plush flat in Worli at throwaway prices. The ED also says funds were funneled from Delhi-based firms into Deshmukh's trust, disguised as donations. On the other side of this racket is the operation with Sachin Waze at the centre. As per the Enforcement Directorate, Waze got direct orders from Anil Deshmukh, including a list of bar owners and crores in payments called good luck money, were coming in as recent as February this year. So the good luck money was continued till February this year, is what the ED is saying. Now the BJP has said that this is just the beginning of the zero tolerance crackdown, as multiple Agadi leaders from Ajit Pawar to Anil Parab are under the scanner of central agencies. But the other question which emerges, where is the man who started this entire scandal? Where is Parambir Singh? And is he also under the scanner to unravel the entire Vasuli nexus? Because remember, this took place under his watch. Joining me on the show, Ujjwal Nikam, Special Public Prosecutor, lawyer; Yashwardhan Azad, a former IPS officer; Ram Kadam is a BJP leader. We'll be also joined by Sanjay Gupta, leader of the Shiv Sena. Ram Kadam ji, मैं सबसे पहले आपके पास आऊंगी. The charge against you by Maha Vikas Agadi partners is that this is nothing but vendetta politics. That multiple leaders of Maha Vikas Agadi are being targeted by the central government. That ये कुछ भी नहीं, बस विच हंट है, राजनीति से प्रेरित है.
Let me correct your sentence. It's not Maharashtra Maha Vikas Agadi, it's the Maha Vasuli Agadi. We have been constantly telling from the day one that Maharashtra government intentionally they have reinstated Waze to do Vasuli. And we have seen how they were collecting from Mumbai every month 100 crores of rupees. Now you just imagine, just from Mumbai, it's 100 crores of rupees. Then what about entire Maharashtra? And this is only from one home department. There are several other departments. when central agencies investigated some case, as per the Maharashtra government, it is not transparent. It is not, they are not doing honestly. But their own agency, if they investigated some case, then that is transparent. This is a double standard.
Okay.
It's a sheer hypocrisy.
Okay. Before I
When-
bring
when
in
they
Sanjay
do
Gupta,
something-
let me get
no.
a word from Yashwardhan Azad and Ujjwal Nikam as well. Yashwardhan Azad, the question here is that the CBI investigation was ordered by the Bombay High Court, which they did after they found merit in the allegations leveled by the former Mumbai police chief. If we look at this cop politician nexus, it has come to light in Maharashtra, but it is rampant in states across the country. My question is, where is this missing link? Do you think it is Parambir Singh who really holds the key in this entire various points when we were to link it? Or are there several unanswered questions? And what will you tell those leaders, particularly Mr. Nawab Malik, who is saying that this is nothing but politically motivated?
Yes, anytime a central agency picks on a state leader for corruption, it is always political vendetta, and vice versa. And it is not new. When Congress was in power and the BJP was in state, there was a similar charge against the central agencies. Corruption is corruption, whether it's here or whether it's there. But the most important thing, Maria, I feel in this is the man who's the complainant, that is Mr. Parambir, a high-profile Mumbai commissioner, and his despicable and criminal act to collude with the Home Minister and to go on behaving like this until the partnership was fine, it was okay. And later on, he spilled the beans when he was transferred out, and he expected the fallout on him itself. He's escaping himself from that commission's inquiry, and he's run away. But in addition to that, certainly there are many unanswered questions. Vasuli Gate is not an issue only in Maharashtra.
Yes.
It's in all the states. You know, the rich departments like the police or the excise or the transport or the PWD or PHE or irrigation, they are all up for grabs. And it is the most powerful political heavyweights who get these posts. And mind you, this is irrespective of the color of the parties. And that is why the problem we have today is this kind of loot which is happening with the political, bureaucratic, and police nexus. It would be a great thing if the central agencies, for one, catch somebody of their own color too in the various states.
Yes.
Because this is something which is an ongoing crisis which we are facing today.
Yes, so a dishonest cop, a dishonest politician, and then this entire Vasuli Gate begins is what is evident now. Coming on this, Mr. Nikam, we are looking at the CBI probe here and the ED remand, which clearly talks about that they have enough evidence to say that there are proceeds of crime as far as Mr. Deshmukh is concerned, and that is the reason why the ED has managed to get 4 days of custody to interrogate him. My question is, sir, how important it is for investigating agencies to track down Parambir Singh, because he certainly holds that key. He's the one who started this entire investigation, I would say also, because it was his letter which made the Bombay High Court take cognizance and finally order the CBI probe.
Maria, I don't want to enter into all the political allegations made by the parties interested in this case. But as a student of law, I may remind you that the whole incident had started after one explosive material vehicle was found near Atlantica, that building of Mr. The famous industrialist. Now, see, thereafter, one Hiren Jain was also murdered in that case, and Waze was arrested. Now, it is interesting to note that the whole corruption angle started only after the Parambir Singh has made certain allegation against the then Home Minister. And the basis of Mr. Parambir Singh was a WhatsApp chat. Now, if we look at the WhatsApp chat, it appears prima facie that he had invited the said WhatsApp chat from his subordinate police officer. Some may say that this is a fabricated, some may say that this is an engineer, etc. I'm least concerned about it. But the moot question is, if Parambir Singh has some reservation against the then Home Minister, then two questions arises for our consideration. Why he kept mum for such a long time? Number one. Number two, when Parambir Singh, when the Waze was exposed as a very close associate of Parambir Singh,
yes,
then whether that was the proper time for Mr. Parambir Singh to make wild allegation against the then Home Minister. Of course, CBI is investigating, ED is investigating. Now, it is sought the remand of the then Home Minister. I'm least concerned because the matter is now under sub judice. The question is that the whole episode and incident when I started on the basis of the complaint of Mr. Parambir Singh.
And where is that complainant now?
Illegalities found by the ED
yes.
in their investigation. Then the then Home Minister has to answer all these questions.
Okay, okay.
But
now
quite apart,
yes,
the Parambir Singh's role in this matter is very, very important.
Absolutely. Because Parambir Singh,
very much
that is the question that I'm going to take to Mr. Ram Kadam. But before that, I can see Sanjay Gupta as well. Sanjay Gupta, it was the CBI, it was the Bombay High Court which ordered the CBI investigation after the letter of Parambir Singh. There are multiple agencies now which are investigating, from the CBI to the ED, and now we have seen how Mr. Deshmukh is behind bars. The fact is that Mr. Deshmukh missed or skipped 5 summons. If he had nothing to hide, then why did he skip those summons? And why is your government calling this witch hunt? ये witch hunt और राजनीति से प्रेरित कैसे है जो आप नवाब मलिक साहब बोल रहे हैं?
देखिए, केंद्रीय एजेंसी का इस्तेमाल करके जिस तरह से देशमुख जी को आज इस बात पे अंदर किया गया है कि उन्होंने इन्वेस्टिगेशन के अंदर कोई सपोर्ट नहीं किया। कितनी बार तो इन्होंने बुलाया, कितनी बार वो उनके दफ्तर में गए और कितनी बार जाए, क्या इन्वेस्टिगेशन करना चाहते हैं ये? मतलब 100 करोड़ के आरोप में इन्हें 2 करोड़ रुपए मिले नहीं, ये बार बार हवाला देते हैं, तो देते हैं मशीन मिली। क्या मशीन के मिल जाने से कोई 100 करोड़ रुपए का उजागर हो जाता है क्या? उनके पास कोई भी तथ्य नहीं बचा। बार बार बुला करके सिर्फ परेशान करने का इन्होंने काम किया। 5 बार अगर किसी रीजन से वो नहीं जा पाए तो उन्होंने अपना रीजन दिया तो इस रीजन से मैं नहीं आ पाया, और इसी रीजन के आधार पर इन्हें बस एक बेस चाहिए था किस तरह से हम इन्हें अंदर करें, और उन्होंने अंदर कर दिया अपनी।
लेकिन सवाल तो ये उठेगा ना संजय गुप्ता जी कि ये अनिल देशमुख प्रदेश के पूर्व होम मिनिस्टर थे, गृह मंत्री थे, उनके पास वो पावर था। उनका और परमबीर सिंह का क्या रिश्ता था कि परमबीर सिंह उन पर ये आरोप लगाते हैं, और उन्होंने, परमबीर सिंह ने अपनी चिट्ठी में पूरे डिटेल्स दिया है, बताया है कि किस तारीख में सचिन वाजे और देशमुख जी की मुलाकात हुई और कितनी बार सचिन वाजे गए हैं देशमुख जी से मिलने। तो जवाब तो गृह मंत्री को देना पड़ेगा।
तो आप मुझे एक बात बताइए, क्या किसी चिट्ठी में लिख देने से ये प्रूव हो जाता है कि कोई किसी अपराध में संलिप्त था या नहीं था, किसी फ्रॉड में संलिप्त था या नहीं था? एक चिट्ठी लिख देने से, जिस तरह से इन्होंने इसको हवा हवाई बनाया है, ये इतनी हवा हवाई इसको का मुद्दा नहीं था जितना इन्होंने हवा में बना करके इतना इसको पेश किया है। महंगाई देखिए आप, पेट्रोल की कीमत 120 रुपए लीटर कर दी उन्होंने, उस पर चर्चा नहीं करते। सिलेंडर 1000 रुपए लीटर कर दिया, उस पर चर्चा नहीं करते। आज उपचुनाव में सब में हार गए, उस पर चर्चा नहीं करते। आर्थिक स्थिति को किस तरह से मजबूत करना है, औद्योगिक मंदी को किस तरह से ठीक करना है, रोजगार किस तरह से लाना है, इस पर चर्चा नहीं करते। एक चिट्ठी, उस चिट्ठी में तो वो किसी के खिलाफ कुछ भी आरोप लगाते हैं, 100 करोड़ रुपए के आरोप में।
तो आप डाइवर्जनरी टैक्टिक बोल रहे हैं। राम कदम जी जवाब दीजिए। Please respond to Mr. Sanjay Gupta.
See, there are 2 points. Here I have heard honorable, respectable advocate Mr. Nikam. We cannot forget this, that investigation agencies already found a money counting machine in Waze's car. What was the reason? No, wait. What was the reason? That is one. And this is not only Paramveer Singh. In fact, Mr. Waze also alleged Maharashtra government has taken 40 crore rupees for the transfers of DCPs. And out of that, 20 crores he has given to NCP minister and 20 crores he has given to Shiv Sena minister. We cannot ignore this fact. And Waze, wait. Waze was reinstated by the Maharashtra government, was a tenure officer, was a suspended officer. So this whole scenario
किसी भी ऑफिसर को सस्पेंड करना ये ठीक नहीं है, किसी भी कानून में नहीं है। महाराष्ट्र सरकार का, महाराष्ट्र पुलिस का सर्कुलर है कि किसी को भी इन्वेस्टिगेशन के आधार पर 2 साल से ज्यादा
allow me to say
16 साल तक उनको सस्पेंड रखा गया, ये गलत था। हर मामले को मिक्स मत कीजिए आप।
Sanjay Gupta ji, on October 29th, Bombay High Court refused to quash the ED summons against Deshmukh and directed him to present himself before the ED. If Mr. Deshmukh has nothing to hide, then why did he skip those 5 summons?
ठीक है, वो उन्होंने अपना रीजन दिया उसका जवाब दे करके कि वो क्यों नहीं आ पाए, लेकिन उससे पहले कितनी बार तो इन्होंने बुलाया, 100 बार उन्होंने बुलाया, ईडी ने उनको 100 बार बुला करके वो कुछ नहीं ले सके। तो इस मुद्दे पर अब इस तरह से जेल में भेज देंगे क्या? आप मुझे बताइए कि पहले क्या कितनी बार, कम से कम भी 50 बार ईडी ने उनको बुलाया, तब क्या मिला उनके पास? तब क्या इन्वेस्टिगेशन में मिल गया जब उनके अंदर कुछ नहीं मिल सका? कितनी बार बुलाएंगे किसी आदमी को इन्वेस्टिगेशन के आधार पर? आप मुझे एक बात बताइए कि अगर इन्वेस्टिगेशन के आधार पर हर दूसरे तीसरे दिन किसी को 5-5 घंटे बिठा के रखा जाएगा, 6-6 घंटे बिठा के रखा जाएगा और फिर 50 इन्वेस्टिगेशन 50 लोग मारने के बाद भी
quick response from you in 30 seconds and then I'll give the final words to Yashwardhan Azad and Ujjwal Nikam. Go ahead.
Basically, Shiv Sena leader is trying to divert the mood. The mood point is Anil Deshmukh ji did not attend ED office after he has been given summoned 6 times. 6 times. This is the fact. And finally, he was compelled to attend ED office because of the court also rejected his plea. That's a fact. And now, as I told you,
Constitution, that is a matter of law. That is a separate matter. क्या इससे कोई
गुप्ता जी जब आपकी बारी हो तो तब बोलिए ना।
आप मुझे बताइए 2 करोड़ रुपए आपको मिले तो बताइए आप। कोरोना काल में जहाँ पर दुकानें खुलती नहीं थी, लॉन्च खुलते नहीं थे, बार खुलते नहीं थे, उस समय में आप ये कहते हैं कि 100 करोड़ रुपए की उगाही कर रहे थे, जिसमें किसी बार में जाने के लिए इंटरेस्टिंग था, किसी रेस्टोरेंट में जाने के लिए इंटरेस्टिंग था, उस समय में आप कहते हैं 100 करोड़ रुपए की एक चिट्ठी को बेस बना करके।
It would have been better if the constituents of Maha Vikas Aghadi should have said, let the investigation happen, let the law take its course, rather than leveling that charge that this is some kind of political vendetta. Because you have much to explain. There are several ministers of Maha Vikas Aghadi who are now under the scanner of investigating agencies. So let the law decide. Let them come clean rather than you protecting them and calling it political vendetta. Mr. Nikam, the question here is, where is Paramveer Singh and how has he slipped?
It is really surprising. Where is he? Now, today I was just hearing the news and the Maha Vikas Aghadi has made an allegation that he has gone abroad with the support of the central government. I don't know whether it is true or not. But why Paramveer Singh himself is hiding? This is the moot question. If he's hiding, then it is the responsibility of the state government as well as the central government to find out. Because Paramveer Singh has made serious allegation, and if we have to if we have to remove the whole corruption in the police department or in the politician, then presence of Paramveer Singh is necessary. If Paramveer Singh won't like to come ahead, then the logical deduction and logical irresistible inference that his complaint is nothing but it is a farce.
Yeah.
Therefore, it is for Mr. Paramveer Singh to come forward and to state to the country what is the real fact.
Yes. So
if it is a false thing, then
yes,
he will suffer
if it is falsehood, then he can run away. But if it is indeed true, all those allegations really hold, then he should come clean. I have exactly 45 seconds for you, Mr. Azad. You have been a cop yourself. You are looking at a nexus that played and perhaps an equation gone awry. And this is playing out because there has been a fallout. Some equation, perhaps it starts with Waze Mr. Parambir Singh and also Anil Deshmukh, the Home Minister, the Mumbai Police Chief, and then there is a cop there.
You're absolutely.
Where did it all go wrong? I mean, what really happened here?
You know, I think this is a unique combination of corruption right from the lowest to the topmost. And if Parambir was a commissioner in Thane, he's a police officer standing for so many years. So if he makes a charge, he knows very well that charge would stick, and he would be having some evidence also to back up his charge. The very fact that now he is also absconding shows his complicity. And that is why it's important. I agree with Mr. Nikam that his presence is very, very important. Now, let me say only one thing. I will not comment on the investigation, but prima facie, it was the High Court which said that investigation should be done.
Yes.
And secondly, it was again the High Court which cancelled the petition to cancel those summons. And therefore, it is extremely important that this nexus is worked out right from the beginning. And it is the job of the central agencies and the state to find out where this gentleman Parambir is, so that the investigation can proceed smoothly.
All right, Ujjwal Nikam, Yashwardhan Azad, Ram Kadam and Sanjay Gupta, thank you so much for joining us on the show and sharing your views. There's a piece of breaking news coming in now. And ahead of the Punjab elections, Navjot Singh Sidhu, PCC chief, has his way. The Advocate General of Punjab, APS Deol, has in fact submitted his resignation, which is what Mr. Sidhu has been demanding. Pallavi Ghosh is joining me on the phone line. Pallavi, it is certainly Mr. Sidhu who is asserting himself.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And this is exactly one of the main demands he had made also, Maria, which is why he had resigned as a PCC chief. He had said that how can a person who was tainted, who was involved in defending someone who was involved and an accused in the 2015 Kotkapura firing case actually be appointed as the Attorney General. So there you have it. In this battle between Channi and Navjot Singh Sidhu, it's clear this round has gone to the PCC president. And I think the messaging is also very clear. Punjab elections are important, emotive issues are important, and even if a decision has been taken in by the CM which is not in sync with what the central leadership feels is not going to be in the interest of the party, that decision can always be overturned.
All right, Pallavi, thank you so much for joining us. With that, it's a wrap from me on this edition of News Epicenter. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching.